Hey everybody, it's Laura with Untitled Typewriters. So I'm bringing you a tutorial today for a 1960s Smith Corona Coronet. This one happens to be electric with a manual return. This is not the original color. We've painted this one, but this is a tutorial video. So if you've got one like this, then this will help you know how to use it. So again, this is what it looks like. Just as a different color, and that's because we've painted it, but this is a coronet, and this is a 1960s. So let me show you how to use it. Now, if you want to see how it types, there's a link in the description below. All right, so right here is your paper holder. Your margins, you just press and drag. And remember that this carriage is only going to move as far as you have the margin set. So if we put the margins way out there, this carriage will move the length of your margins. And if we bring them in, then it's only going to move, again, within the limits of the margins. Now, to move this carriage, there's a lever on each side. It doesn't matter which one it is. You just pull it in. You'll hear the bell. You should hear your bell on your typewriter ding, nice and strong, when you get to your margin. And that is to let you know, hey, you're at the end of your margin. The typewriter is actually going to stop, and you're going to have to hit that return handle and go to the next line. Or let's say you're in the middle of a word, that bell goes off and it stops on you and you can't do anything. Then you hit the margin release, and then, oops, I got to turn it on. Then you can keep going, okay? Turn that back off. All right, on the right side is your paper release. This just adjusts your paper. Let's say you load it and it's really crooked. You bring that forward and you can adjust it. Or when you're done and you want to pull the paper out, it's good to release the tension, do the paper release, then pull your paper out and then re-engage it when you're ready to start typing again. Okay. These are your handles for the platen or platen. This is your platen right here, this black roller. This bar holds your paper taut against that roller. On the left side, you'll see 1, 2, and 3. This is your line selector, so it'll advance 1, 2, or 3 lines, however you prefer. I'm going to move this carriage all the way to the left. We're going to pull forward on the top, and inside you're going to see your ribbon. This takes universal ribbons, so as long as it's a 2-inch spool with a 1/2-inch ribbon, it's going to fit your typewriter just fine. Just remember, and this does take 2 colors. Traditionally, it's black and red, so black is on top, red is on bottom. To change it out, you literally just lift these out. You put it back in, you pop them down, make sure it's fully in there, and then make sure your ribbon is in these guide wires. You'll see ribbon has popped out. I got to put that back in, that guide wire there. And if you want a photo for reference purposes, again, click the product listing link in the description below. Even if this is sold, which most likely it is, you can go and look at the photos for this typewriter and then either save it or bookmark it for your reference, but it just needs to be threaded properly, okay? Also, when you put your spools in there, you'll see the big hole in the middle and then 4 little ones. Well, there's 2 pins down there. The big one goes in the middle and the little one needs to go in one of those 4 holes. So sometimes you need to like jimmy it a little bit to get it to pop all the way down. This is called your escapement down in here. These are your type bars, and this is your ribbon. Now, when you get to the end of the ribbon on your spool, it's not the end of the ink. The ribbon needs to be reversed. Some ribbons will auto reverse because they have a little grommet at the end of them. Some ribbons don't. So to manually reverse your ribbon, over here on the left side where my finger is, that says rib rev. You just flip that, and that adjusts and that reverses the direction of your ribbon. You will do that many, many times before you need to change out your ribbon. So those inked ribbons will last you a long time. Okay, down here, this bar is your tab. To set your tabs, it's on the left. To clear it, on the right. Let's go ahead and turn this on, and I'll show you the rest of your keys. Your on-off switch is right here. I'm gonna load a piece of paper. Oops, sorry. Okay, I'm just gonna come down here. And again, make sure your paper is underneath this bar. Make sure it's even. So your tab, there's your tab. If you want to clear that, hit clear. So if we go back, then that should have cleared your tab. Yep, and it went to a different one, so we can clear that one. There, so all the tabs are now clear. I'm getting ink on this. Okay, so if you want to set it, go to where you want to set it and just hit set. And then there you go. So that's how you set your tabs. We discussed ribbon reversal. Over here on the right side is your color selector. That's black, there's red. MR is margin release. So we talked about margin release. So let's say you get to the end of your margin and you are in the middle. Okay, so it's gonna stop on me. Middle of your word, you hit MR, margin release. Now you can finish typing. And then go to the next line. Copy set, that just determines how hard these type bars down here are gonna strike your paper. You can just kind of mess around with that. Sometimes you can tell a difference, sometimes you can't. All right, so shift lock, just the lock holds the shift down if you want to type in all caps. And then your on off switch. So remember, it's not like a computer in that backspace. Here's your backspace. Backspace doesn't erase, it just, if you make a mistake, you go back and type over it. Margin release, because when you get to the end of the line, it's not like a computer, it's not gonna automatically go to the next line. You have to manually go to the next line. Okay, so I hope this was helpful. Check out the typing demo if you wanna see how this types, the link is in the description below. And be sure to visit our website, shop our, we have pads and ribbons and covers. All of that helps us, makes it possible for us to do these tutorial videos for you. So again, we appreciate you all so much. You have a great day.